The finances of Formula One are considerable. Liberty Media are the owners of this vast enterprise. It is the most viewed motorsport in the world. According to Forbes, who quoted Nelson Sports as a source, F1 has a global fan base of 826.5 million. That is an increase of 90 million since 2023. The revenue in 2024 was $3.65 billion. 2023, it was $3.2 billion. 2022, just over $2.5 billion. And the infamous 2021 had a revenue of $2.1 billion. As you can see, it has been growing year on year. But where does this cash come from? The breakdown is roughly as follows. 32% is media rights. For example, Sky, in the UK, offers people the chance to watch for £20 per month. Now TV, which is owned by Sky, have an option on their website to watch for a single day for £15. In the US, one can pay $85 for the entire season, or $12 per month. At the time of researching for this video, there was a deal on in Australia, $58 Australian per month for a package including Formula One and other sports. That's about £28 or $37 per month. Back to the revenues, 29% of revenue is race promotion fees, which is the fee that is paid to Liberty Media by the venues in order to host an F1 race. This varies place to place. Silverstone, for example, is reported to be paying £300 million for 10 years, ending in 2034. On the other hand, there is Saudi Arabia, paying approximately $55 million per year for the Saudi Arabian Grand Prix. The venues recuperate some of this cost by selling tickets. The 2025 Silverstone grandstand ticket prices for 2 days are from £549, and for 4 days, £589. Las Vegas 2025, the grandstand starts at $825. Qatar 2025, the grandstand is from €523. On to the next slice of the revenue, that would be sponsorships. And they pay about 18% of the revenue, and then 19% is classed as other. How do the teams benefit from this substantial pot? The prize fund for Formula One is around 45 or 50% of the revenue, depending on the revenue figure. The prize fund is dished out for the Constructors' Championship and not the Drivers' Championship. There is no prize given from Formula One to the drivers. The winner of that championship will be in line to potentially gain sponsorship deals, endorsements, and bonuses from their team. The Constructors' Championship is the championship of teams. The points from both drivers in a team are added together, leaving 10 contenders for the championship. Team Cadillac, backed by General Motors, are joining Formula One in 2026 to make it 11 teams. The exact prize fund for the constructors is not known publicly, but is thought to be about $1 billion, with McLaren being awarded $161 million in 2024. And then there was Ferrari in second place, receiving an estimated $151 million, and Red Bull in third with $140 million, and so on. There is another prize fund. The website, The Race, refers to it as a previous success bonus. I quote, "There is also understood to be a second column of payments that is taken off and accounts for a further 20% of the entire prize fund. So $253.2 million in total. This is awarded to recognize previous championship success for teams and acts as an incentive to reward frontrunners over the long haul." The race goes on to state, "It is understood that a point system is used to calculate this, with teams finishing in the top 3 positions over the past 10 years awarded either 1, 2, or 3 points for finishing either third, second, or first in each campaign. Going back over the previous decade, So from 2015 to 2024, 5 different teams have finished in the top 3 over that period. Using the points metric, the points can be divided as on screen, making it 4.22 million per point. That gives Mercedes 24 points, which equals $101.28 million, thanks to their long period of domination in the sport. The next item to consider is the heritage bonus. In Formula 1, there is a bonus called Heritage Bonus. It is a payment that recognizes how long teams have been participating in Formula 1. Ferrari is thought to get the biggest slice of the pie at about 5 to 10% of the whole prize fund, depending on the finances of F1 for the year in question. Williams team principal James Vowles has been quoted, "I think Ferrari brings something special to the sport. We have to be honest about that." Going forward from 2026, there is to be, potentially, a change. Here's a quote from Autosport.com. "Sources have revealed that the proposal in the next Concord Agreement is for Ferrari's bonus payment to be capped at 5%, no matter what the prize pool level is. This means Ferrari will get a sizable chunk of F1's income still, but it will lose the escalator bonus it has enjoyed most recently." The cost cap. The F1 cost cap is the maximum the teams are allowed to spend on their Formula 1 team in a year. It does not include the driver's salaries, employee bonuses and staff medical benefits, injury and license fees, or the wages of the 3 highest paid staff members, marketing spend, legal costs, paternity costs, maternity and paternity leave, nor sick pay. This list is not exhaustive. It does include things like the other staff salaries, parts for the cars, transportation costs, garage equipment, fuel, tools and parts, etc. It started in 2021. At first it was to be $175 million per year, per team. It was altered to $145 million for 2021 after the pandemic challenged some of the team's finances. It was lowered further to $140 million in 2022, and the 2023 and 2024 season had $135 million each. Thereafter, it will be adjusted for inflation and other factors. For example, in 2026, the cost cap is $215 million. This is due to inflation and to leave room for the new regulation starting in 2026. Before the budget cap, the teams had wildly varying budgets. It is reported that Mercedes and Ferrari were spending over $400 million a year, while Haas and Renault were spending less than $200 million. It is just as well the cost cap does not include driver salaries, as the top drivers make almost half the entire cap. These numbers are just estimates. Max Verstappen drives for Team Red Bull and is thought to make $65 million per year. Second comes the most decorated F1 driver of all time, Lewis Hamilton, with $60 million per year. Not all of the drivers are making as much though. 2 of the drivers are reportedly earning less than $1 million each. That is Isaac Hadjar and Jack Doohan. You have been listening to Brain Manor. Thank you.